shine, early grind, recognize I'm certified. 12 tribes worldwide, don't act like you ain't heard about it. I'm a young kind of fly, Babylon traumatized. Hit the block, prophesy, hit me when you down the ride.
Here in New Mexico, Oklahoma, Texas, wherever you may be from, Kentucky, California, you have been indoctrinated to believe that Jesus Christ came to save everybody because you believe in this lie right here. The Bible does not describe Jesus Christ looking like this at all. It describes him the complete 1,000% opposite. Here's the proof of it. And this needs to be taught to blacks and Hispanics or Pacific Islanders because we are a people that have been taught to hate ourselves and love their image. That's why when little girls like this got beautiful woolly hair, they grow up and they see the images on TV. What do little girls do when they grow up and become grown and go out on their own most times? What do they do with their hair? What do they do?
They straighten it or make it more goofy.
They make it more what?
Goofy.
Goofy. Have you ever seen them make it more straight? That's what they do.
Bring it
They
up.
make it straight. But your hair right now is not bone straight. Your hair is kinky and curly. It's twisted up into dreads right now, right? That's how God hair look in the Bible.
That's right.
Because we've learned to hate ourselves because of this image in Christianity, when we see this, we think this is ugly. We think our hair is nappy. And we conform to the ways of society because we don't know who we are according to the Bible. Now watch this. Read that about Christ. Watch this. We're going to read what Jesus Christ looks like. And y'all tell me if it looked like that or if it describes what your daddy does. Okay? Let's read it.
Revelation chapter 1 and verse 1.
Bring it up.
The revelation of Jesus Christ.
So the book of Revelation is meant to reveal Christ. Okay? Jump up to verse 11.
Verse 11. Say, I am Alpha and Omega, the first and the last. And what thou seest, write in a book.
So the John who wrote Revelation, Christ told him what you see. So he's using his eyes. Write it down in a book. Why would Christ tell him to write it down in a book? Why would Christ tell him to come write it in the book? Why would that? What do you think?
So this is what the teacher going over right here.
If you were telling your kids an important message and you told them to write it down, why do you want them to write it down? Father, why would you tell them that?
So they don't forget.
So they what?
So they don't forget.
So they don't forget.
Yes.
24. Watch this. Watch this. Christ told John to write it down because he knew that we would forget. Watch this. Matthew 24, I think it's verse 3. Watch it.
Matthew chapter 24 and verse 3. As he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming,
What shall be the sign that we can look for you to come? Read.
and of the end of the world? And Jesus answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you.
Hold on, what?
Take heed that no man deceive
So
you.
back in Revelation, he told John to write it down so no man would do what? There you go. What happened to black folk when we was in slavery? They wouldn't let us read our book. So they took it upon themselves to deceive us. And you know what? Black folk ain't went back to check and see if they was lying to us or not.
That's right.
We've been believing everything the white man been saying since we got up out of chains. We ain't never sat down and read the book ourselves. Now go back to Revelation 1 and let's read it.
Revelation chapter 1 and verse 3.
Listen up.
Blessed is he that
Let's
readeth.
see what?
That readeth.
That's what black folk ain't done. We ain't read the Bible. You wonder why black people as a nation are under the curses? Is because we won't read the Bible. Just sit down, take the time. Because I see you got a cross on your neck right now. That you got an angel or something like that. Okay, so I see you're a believer. We got to take the time to read the Bible so we can know what Christ looked like. Because you know what? Once you read it and understand what he looked like, it'll change how you view the Bible. Now watch this, verse 14.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So it said his head and his hairs were white like wool. So it gave you the texture. It said wool. Now watch the color it tells you. Read.
As white as snow.
So he told you the texture was woolly. He didn't say it was stringy like a goat. He said his hair was woolly and completely white when he seen him. Read.
And his eyes fire.
So the whites of his eyes were red. We've never seen that image with the whites of his eyes being red. Their eyes are always blue, green, or some other color that depicts them, right? Now watch about the color of his skin. Read.
And his feet.
And his feet. Now he looked down at his feet. He started at the top of his head and he worked his way down to his feet. Now here's a question for you all. Are y'all feet in these Crocs a different color from your legs? Are your feet brown and your legs purple? Okay, your legs are brown. Is the rest of your body brown as well?
Yes.
So your feet are the same color as the rest of your body, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's see what color Jesus' feet was. Read that.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
Now here's the color, because they might not know. What color is the brass family? Is it purple, red, orange, or brown? Brown, right? Okay, so he looked at his feet and they was brown. So if his feet was brown, what color was his legs? His legs was brown.
That's right.
What color was his face then?
Brown.
Now watch, let's see how brown Jesus is in the Bible. Read it.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
Now that's past tense. It said ED, burned. It didn't say they were burning. It said burned in a furnace. So this has already happened. Now if those brown feet were burned in an oven, do they come out looking like this or do they come out looking like this? Which one? Y'all point to it. Let me know. That one right here. But look, we have been taught that Jesus looked like that. And it's nowhere written in the Bible that he looked like your oppressors. Those are teachers of lies that we come out here to let our people know the Messiah that came from the tribe of Judah, you would have called him an American black today.
Right.
He would have been hated on the earth today. He would have been called a Negro.
Right.
He would have been called a thug. He would have been called a YN today. The world would have hated him. So don't, I want you to think that these people love Jesus. No. They love the image of the beast.
Right.
That the Bible talks about. They do not love this, because if they loved it, they would have been petitioned after they read that he had hair like wool, change the image of Jesus to look like this.
Bring it out.
Have you ever seen white folk ever put in a petition to make Jesus black on Google?
Bring it out.
You ever seen that? You ever seen that? No. Don't let them lie to you. We here to tell the truth. Wait, before y'all go, here's the last scripture. John 8:32. Why is the color of Jesus Christ important? First, it tells you the identity of the real Israelites. Because Jesus didn't pop out black and the rest of his people came out white. Right. That ain't happening. That don't happen. Right. We living in reality here, y'all. If he's black, the rest of his damn people is black. His mama black, his daddy black, his cousin's black, John the Baptist black, Solomon black, King David black. Everybody black. In the Bible. That's why we don't read it. Now watch what the black Messiah said. Read that.
John chapter 8 and verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
You know why black people hate a black Jesus? Because black folk don't want to be free. Black people like being slaves to white folk. They love it because the white man feeds them. He gives them water. He gives the Native American concentration camps. And they call it reservations. You love it. That's why we don't want the truth to set us free. We love the lies that's been taught to us here in America, and you comfortable in them. That's why you walking around. The Native Americans are walking around still colonized and comfortable. Zombies. You're walking around like zombies. Dead man walking. But you love it because you don't want the truth to set you free.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom. What is the nation?
Nation is men leading by example.